Wel- Welcome to another episode of It's Just Percy Podcast. I'm your host, Percy Collins, and I just want to jump on here for a few minutes, and I'm going to speak on the subject of three things black children cannot be in America. Three things that black children cannot be in America. Number one, you can't practice self-love. You can't love yourself. Number two, you can't be properly educated. And number three, you can't be innocent. Number one, you can't practice self-love. You can't love yourself. Number two, you can't be properly educated. And number three, you can't be innocent. You can't love yourself because if you love yourself, you'll know who you are. And a black child won't be putting up with stuff that they putting up with because they know as a child, those are your formative years that you can build on going into young adulthood, then into adulthood. Because if you have no indication of who you are, you're gonna go by what other people or who they say you are. But loving yourself, you must know yourself. You got to have knowledge of self. If you don't have knowledge of self, they can tell you a donkey, and you will believe it. That put me in mind that I was watching. Remember, I was watching a movie. I think it's Ice Age. I think Queen Latifah was the female mammoth, and she was hanging with those three possums. And the three possums, they was hanging up, upside down in the tree. And then here go big ass, the big elephant. She hanging upside down like she a possum, cause she had no knowledge of self. The only way she found out who she was when she came across the male mammoth, and he told her who she was. So as our children, we need to let our children know who they are. Let them practice self-love. Self-love, you wouldn't do certain stuff because it can bring harm to you. And properly educated, the public school system as it is now is no good because you're learning about everybody else but who you are. They teaching you shit you're not going to even use. You're not going to use later on in life. They're not teaching you anything about credit, how to balance a checkbook, how to write checks, how to do deposit slips, going to the bank, do deposit slips, how to fill out money orders, credit report, the importance of good credit, debt, how to stay out of debt, how to invest in the stock market. They're not teaching that in public school because public schools are only teaching you to go work for somebody. They ain't teaching you nothing about building for your own, building for yourself, starting a business, creating something for your own, creating something for your leave for your kids. You're not being proper education liberates you. It makes you want to be self-sufficient, not relying on government, not going around begging folks for stuff that you can go get yourself. It's not teaching you how to think critically. It's teaching you how to be dependent on somebody else, being at somebody else's mercy. Public schools, public school is just a pipeline to prison. Because I remember when I was in high school, we had just graduated, and there was a guy that was in my class, and he was coming up there to fill out an application, and I handed him the application to fill out, and he didn't even know how to fill out an application. And the joker just graduated, and I mean, and I told him, I said, you mean tell me you don't know how to fill out an application? I don't even think he was on his proper reading level. I think a lot of times they just pass you through because they don't want to be appeared as a fail in school, so they just push folks through. So the graduation rate won't be low. They're pushing you through to have good numbers. They don't care about having quality graduates. They're pushing you through, and it's up to you to want better. You don't allow them to push you through. You question everything. We so used to just selling and just taking what they give us. You yourself want you got to demand better. If you don't demand better, hell, they're not gonna give you better until you demand it. Okay, the last thing, children can't be innocent. When I say innocent, innocent as uh, you know, innocent, as children are innocent. Never caused any trouble. Wholesome. Like I did a video earlier about this 15-year-old kid that they killed in Mississippi. Children, even at the young age of 5, they're viewed as troublesome, as viewed as monsters. They're not viewed as children. You are a threat. They see a little child. They see you as a threat because they know you're not gonna stay little forever. You're gonna have to grow up. So they view you as a threat. You can't be innocent. You can't be like the white children viewed as innocent. Because if you show any sign of aggression, they want to medicate you. They want to suppress that. They don't want you to be aggressive. They want you to be docile, meek, easily controlled, never question everything, obey everything. They just want you to be a consumer, not a producer. They want you to fight instead of build. They want you to destroy instead of building up. They want you to be destructive instead of constructive. They want you to fight authority at all costs so they can lock your tail up because you're more valuable to them in the system than outside of the system. They can lock you up. That's why they created these laws where if you commit a crime with a gun, it's an automatic 20 years. Automatic 20 years in prison. So you spending your productive years in jail. Because they already know once you go in, if you are emotionally unstable, you're gonna continue to get in trouble while you're in there. So it just increase your time. Because black boys are angry, and they already know they're gonna push your buttons, they're gonna make you act out, then they're gonna knock your tail up. Because they already building, they got these prisons. They already building this prison because they already know at 5 years old, how many prisons you gonna be they're gonna need. Because if you're not on your proper reading level in high school, you go eventually drop out. You go eventually get yourself in trouble with the law. Then you go eventually end up in jail. And they're gonna recoup their money off of you. They're gonna lease your tail out to these companies like Walmart, McDonald's, IBM, Microsoft, using prison labor, making billions of dollars. Prison making money, the company's making money, but you're not making you making scraps because you hadn't been taught how to manage your emotions. Your life, you control it. You don't let outside influences make you act out. And they know that, so that's why they use it. Black children, they can't love themselves. They can't practice self-love. You can't be properly educated, and you can't be innocent. As long as we that, we're gonna continue to get what we get, which is nothing, scraps. If you found any value in this video, like, share, subscribe to my channel. It's Just Person Podcast. Like I always say, whatever you do, do it better.